Hello everyone and welcome to a new video and continuing with the financial education series. Today we are going to cover the second part of the moving averages tutorial. As you can see on the screen, I have already covered the first tutorial, moving averages. So if you have not watched that video, I would request you to kindly watch that first before watching this, because it's going to be a lot easier for you to understand what I'm trying to explain now. So today what we are going to learn is the golden crossover and the death crossover trading strategy. What is a golden crossover? What is a death crossover? And how to trade based on this crossovers. So that's the strategy we are going to learn. So besides this video, you can see in this financial education series playlist, there are lots of other videos. Make sure you go through that. There are trend lines, the candlesticks charts, indicators, and a lot of other stuff. Now, before I can proceed with today's video, I would request you to kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not done yet, and please do not forget to press the bell icon. Besides that, you're going to find a few links in the description as well as the comment section pinned. Make sure you follow the Telegram group for sure, because this is the place where you're going to get the most update. Besides that, you can join the WhatsApp group, follow me on Twitter, etc. And last and the most important thing is the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. As such, I request you to do your own due diligence before making any investments. Now, coming to today's video, as I explained, the topic we are going to cover is moving averages tutorial part 2. Last time we had covered simple and exponential moving averages, and today we are going to cover the golden crossover and the death crossover. So for that, what you need to do is you just need to log in into investing.com, and which is our place where we learn everything. Go to the indicator section and choose the indicator moving average. Now, as I mentioned, we will always be using moving average exponential. The reason I've already explained. So I'm going to select 3 moving averages over here: 1, 2, and 3. So once this is done, the next step is to go to the settings of each of these moving averages. Now, although we have put in 3 moving averages, you can see there is only one line. That's because by default only one period is selected. So when we're going to change this, you're going to see 3 different lines. So first one, inputs, I'm going to make this 21. This is a moving average which is very popular and one of my favorites, 21 EMA. The style, let me make it blue as it is. Okay, so I'll leave this color. I would recommend you to stick to basic colors and not go about choosing your favorite color as such, and I'll tell you the reason why. The second one, I'm going to make it green, and make this 50. That's the 50 EMA. And the last one, I am making it 200 EMA, and the style would be red over here. Okay, so let's make it a bit bright and bold. Okay, so you can see we have plotted 3 different EMAs: 21, 50, 200. So as mentioned, we are talking about the golden crossover and the death crossover, and I'm going to explain to you a bonus EMA 21 strategy. So I'm going to hide EMA 21 for the moment so that we can just focus on EMAs 50 and 200. So color code, what I was mentioning to you is that, like, as you can see, we are accustomed to using a green candle for a bull run and a red candle for a bear, and likewise even on the exchanges everywhere. So that color sort of is freezed in our brains. So that is the reason if you're talking of just 2 basically, so I would say you just copy the same colors, because as you can see, when this green is above red, that means it is an uptrend, and when the red is above green, that means it's a downtrend. That is the reason I've asked you to stick to these 2 colors. So if you're going to use this strategy, I would recommend to use these two colors only, although you're free to choose any color what you want. Now, one important thing is that these EMAs along with these candles can give you wonderful trading results, but it is always recommended to take support of some other indicators like RSI or stochastic. Now, I have not covered these particular indicators. I will be covering them in the subsequent videos. But for the time being, for practice, I think this thing should be more than sufficient for you. But as I've mentioned, make sure that you also take into consideration other indicators like the ones which I named just now. Now, let's say we are talking about this particular moving average. Now you can see there is a downtrend over here, a sideways movement over here, and there is a uptrend. Okay, by default, I can tell you that when you see this red line, this is your 200 EMA red line. When the candles are plotting over here below the 200 EMA line, you can see all these candles are plotting below this. That is the time the market is in a downtrend. And when they are plotting above the red line, this is a 200, that is the time the market is in uptrend. Simple is it? So what the first look, when you look at it, if your candles are below the red line, the trend is negative. If if it is above, the trend is positive. So typically you're going to take only short calls over here, and when it is above, when the candles are above this, you're going to be taking long. Now this is just a thumb rule, depends on each trader. Like you're supposing kind of a day trader, then possibly you might be taking trades over here. Supposing you are an expert, then you would probably be even taking trades over here. You may be counter trading. So I am just giving a sort of an indicator for newbies, for beginners who are just learning to trade. So this is a yardstick wherein you can stick to over here. You can also fine tune it, but for the moment it is very easy for you to understand whether the market is in uptrend, downtrend. Just look at the 200 EMA, and if it is candles are plotting below, you sell it, and if your candle is plotting above the 200 EMA, you're going to go and select the buy option. Now coming to the golden crossover and the death crossover strategy. So as you can see over here, there is, now here you could see that this 50 EMA is crossing above over here. Then when you see something like this, that both the candles are, both the EMAs, your 50 EMA and your 200 EMA are sort of intermingled, or you cannot clearly distinguish between them, or even something like this, close by over here, and the candles moving up and down, this is the time when the markets are choppy, and this is the time you are best away not taking any trades. So when you see that your moving averages are moving up and down, and your candles also are crisscrossing the moving averages, this is the time to stay away from the market, because it's a volatile session and it's moving sideways. So until and unless you get a clear signal, like here you could clearly see the candle separate and both these, that is the time you take a call. So what you can see over here there was a crisscross, and let's zoom it so we can see it clearly. So here you can see that there is a clear cut separation of the line. So the red line has gone on top and the green line has come below. Now this is what is called as a death crossover. That means the market sentiments have turned bearish, and you can expect that the prices are going to go down. So as you can see over here, after this crossover, there is a huge fall in the prices, and then the market is coming and taking resistance on the 50 EMA line which is there. Now one thing is you should try and avoid taking immediately trade over here. You try to wait for a clear signal like this, and then on every resistance, you can take a short call over here. Now this is, as I had mentioned, this is taking resistance over here, and on this resistance it has given away. So if you have to take a trade over here, you could come and buy over here. Here there is a false breakout, so you can see, but since your averages have not crossed each other, you are sure that the trend has not yet changed. You can see there is a huge candle going up, but your moving averages have not moved up. So this is an indication that the market has not yet turned its direction, its sentiments. So it continues to be negative. So if you had to take a short over here, you're short over here, you're going to get good trades. As I told you, here on resistance, you need to take a short calls, and you can see there's a huge drop which is there. It comes again, takes resistance. It's going to take first resistance at 50 and then at 200. So you can take your short position at a 50 EMA, or if your trend lines have not intersected each other, you can take it even on the 200 EMA. So you can see until there is a crossover, the price keeps moving downwards, and further downwards. You can see there's a huge downtrend happening, and if you see, we could predict this from the moving average. That crossover over here, that is like on 15th July, this is a 15-minute this thing. On 15th July at 11:15, you could predict that there is a death crossover. So it's better to take short positions, and let's see when the trend has changed. So the trend has continued, and you can see over here that on 21st July, so after around 7 days, the trend has changed. Now you can see that your green EMA is moving above your red 200 EMA. The candles are plotting above. Now this is what is called as a golden crossover. That means from now here, you're going to take buy calls, and on every support, you're going to take buys. So you can see over here, there's a crossover. It's moving on top. It comes, takes support of 50, goes on top, takes support. So at these positions where it's taking support of 50 or 200, when it is a downtrend, you're going to take positions on the resistance, and when it is on the uptrend, you're going to take on support. So you can see on supports, it's moving on top, it's moving on top, it's moving on top, and it continues. So you have to be cautious that the trend is possibly changing when the candles start plotting below the 50. That is an indication, that is the first indication that your trend is changing, when they start plotting over here. But once your crossover happens, that is your death crossover or your golden crossover, you are but sure that the trend has changed. So you see over here, it's in an uptrend. Yeah, as I mentioned to you, now you can see that the candles are sort of plotting below over here, below the 50 EMA, and they are taking resistance over here instead of support. You could see they were taking support. So there is a good possibility that in future there is going to be a crisscross, and we are possibly going to see a death cross, or you might find the candles going and taking a support of the 200 EMA and bouncing back. So let's see what's there in store. So you can see the candles have come in, they are trying to take support over here, and they have bounced back. You see that your 50 EMA has not crossed it over, so still we have some little steam left in the bull run over here. So but again, you can see here the gap was high, So when this gap is high, it's a strong trend, and when this gap is reducing, you can expect that the steam is over. You can see overall from here there's a drop, so possibly another drop in store. It's coming, it's sort of taking a support, it's coming, taking a support, and still bullish. So we are still bullish over here. So you can see over here that once we have taken the golden crossover is happened, you can take buy calls on the support over here, take buy over here, take buy over here. So each time you are literally going to take, you know, a positive. Now if you are you're not taking a sell over here, some people also do, like here you can see this candle. If you understood the candlestick patterns, this is sort of, although this should have been a gap up for an evening star formation, this is not a perfect evening star. But some people and pros would also take a sell call over here, but I don't advise for newbies over here. So you just follow this advice what is there. For a golden crossover, you just take buy when the 50 is plotting and 200 the candles are plotting above them, and when it is plotting below them, you take a sell call. Now this is all about the golden crossover and the death crossover. Now here the time frame was 15 over here, and let's take it day wise. You choose any time frame, this thing will work for you. Okay, you can choose any time frame. You can see over here it will work for you. Now I just wanted to, you know, yesterday for those into crypto, well, before that, let me show you the 21 EMA. Now let me hide the 200 over here, so, and open the, okay, we have the 50 EMA and here. So right now I have hidden, okay, let me open it since I explained to you. So we know that above the red is buy and below the red is sell. Let me keep it 15, you know, some, okay, here. So we know that above the red is buy and below is sell. So then this is for potentially, you know, for shorter time frames, this hold goods. But if you are choosing a time frame like a day, then this probably would give you a very delayed signal. For shorter time frames, it's really very good. So like for day trading and all, you know, you would rather prefer this. You would look just to understand the trend. But for taking active trades, you require something which gives you more early feedback. So that is where my favorite, which is the 21 EMA, and also the favorite of a lot of people, gives you indicator fast. So the concept would be the same. You would first, like here, I would say you look at the red line in terms of only to understand the trend, whether you need to buy or you need to sell. So anything above this you buy, anything below that you sell. Now coming and understanding how the 21 EMA would work. So your 21 is the blue one. So you can see whenever your candle fully closes above your 21 EMA. Now if I leave it in isolation also, if you ignore these two EMAs, when it closes above your 21 EMA, you can understand there is an uptrend. Now this would be showing you very fast details, especially if you're using day trading or you're kind of an impatient kind of a trader wherein you require, you know, active info. So this will give you fast reaction. So you can see here, whereas if you wait for the, here is your golden crossover. So if you had to wait for this, you would realize the price crossover happening somewhere over here. And if you had to choose the crossover between, you can use the crossover between 21 and 50 also the same way I have explained to you. Like you can see here, the crossover is giving you the signal over here. But even in isolation, I'm saying let's momentarily hide these two EMAs to explain you what I'm trying to tell you. So supposing you're having okay, so I have hidden the 50 and 200. When the candle closes above the 21 EMA, you take a buy call. Supposing you're not looking at the 200, this is for day traders and people who are being very, when it closes, fully closes below this, it's a sell. But as I told you, this can be at very minute level, but at macro level, if you see, that is still a bull run. So that is the reason I would say you use all three in conjunction together basically. So typically you can see over here, you would take a sell over here, but it has come and taken a support over here. But as I mentioned, above red is buy. So you keep buying over here, and you see that your whenever it's crossing over here, this is a signal there is a proper drop. You see it comes and takes support over here, bounces back. So when your 21 EMA is the candle closes below, you can expect that the trend is changing. That's if you want to try to get it fast. So let's go behind, back test it, and see over here that which one gives you the signal first over here. So where was the major drop we had seen? Okay, from here. So if you see over here, the market was sort of intermingled, and this thing, your 21 EMA was cut over here. So here you got the signal, and then you had the crossover of your 21 and 50, and finally you have the 250. So this is how you can work on the golden crossover and the death crossover. You can also use the 21 EMA for quicker results over here. Now just to show you a case, how this can effectively help you out. Now for those into crypto, Bitcoin, let's see, BTC USD. Bitcoin has been sort of I'll take a 1 hour time frame. For the past 2 months, it was sort of in the bearish. You can see over here bearish, and there is a huge pump. So somewhere on 12th July, you can see there is a death cross over here when the price was around 33816. Okay, so here there is a death crossover already showing you. So what you needed to do here is you need to probably book your profits or probably take a short call over here. So you see that from 12th July till date, it was almost trading below 33,000 over here. Now, of course, you can see over here, it has gone down to almost 29,000. Yesterday, there was a huge pump from around 30 to 33 to around 38 to 40 something. So even with the moving averages, you could have got this particular pump and participated in this particular ride. So let's see how you could have tracked it over here. So you see 7th July over here, and 27th July, 23rd. Today we are on 26th. Okay. So you see there was a death cross and prices were falling. And then, as I had mentioned to you, here you have your golden crossover. That means although the pump was happened on 25th, your golden crossover of your 50 and 200 EMA on a 1 hour time frame had already happened on the 22nd of July. That means 2 to 3 days back on a 1 hour time frame, the golden crossover had taken place. That means you needed to take positions, long positions over here. So if you had to enter at 32, you would be getting this entire rally right up to here, close to 40,000. And you can see there is a huge sort of a flag and pole pattern over here. So you can expect it, if I'm looking at it, around 37 and 40, around 42, which is the resistance level. So I'm expecting it to go further somewhere around to 42, and probably from there it might get a high resistance and move down, or if it is strong enough to break the trend based on the recent few news, we might see it heading to its all-time high back again. So you see how this moving averages can help you trade effectively, very corrective, if you follow the basics over here. So I hope that you like this particular video about the death crossover and the moving crossover trading strategy. Please let me know your feedback in the comment section, and if there is something which was not known to you or which something was not clear, I would be glad to sort out for you. Please do ask me in the comments, and do like this video, share it across so that more and more people can understand and learn trading, which all these things you're getting for free. And I'm not having any VIP group, nothing like that. I'm just sharing across my knowledge over here. And make sure that you share this across so more and more people learn these things. And before winding off this video, humble request, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I would request you to kindly do so now. So until the next video, take care and be safe.